My name is Viola Lam, and I'm a graduate student here at Lewis Lanier's lab at UCSF, and I'm pursuing my PhD in understanding what a protein is doing in natural killer cells. So when I was 13, I was actually diagnosed with bone cancer, and so that kind of brought it up, just science in general. I was very particular, fascinated with what happened, why me? And, through high school, I love science. I had a really awesome teacher who worked in industry, but then ended up teaching because he thought, he could make a bigger difference that way, molding young minds. And so, just from there, science sparked, went to college, considered, going to med school. But, with that route, I wouldn't actually be trying to figure out cancer, but just more or less treating it in a way. So one of my oncologists actually here at UCSF, I got in contact with her, and then, just to summer intern type of thing. And she had someone who was actually starting up her own lab, or was a postdoc researcher here. And so I worked with her for 2 summers, more of the research aspect of it, and I just kind of fell in love with research. The postdoc that I worked with in college for the summers, she was in an immunology lab. And so that was kind of the first taste of research, and that was a field that I was only, exposed to. But, starting out as a grad student, we have to take classes in different subjects and whatnot. But my passion is still in immunology, just because, it's how your body responds to, foreign pathogens, and how, you can harness your own immune system to fight off your own viruses. I think one thing that's really cool about my thesis project is not a lot is known about the protein that I'm studying. And so it kind of opens up a big door of many different possibilities. And so what I'm trying to do right now is just using cell models to figure out what that protein is doing in natural killer cells. I do a lot of tissue culture stuff, so cells grown in petri dishes, so something more simple, finding out expression, where else is that protein expressed in, because not everyone's, sure. What happens when you overexpress it? What happens if you try to delete it? It's kind of too early to say, just because not much is known about that protein I'm studying, but it doesn't limit the possibilities of what it can not do. It's widely expressed in many different types of cancers. So then maybe trying to figure out what this protein does exactly, then we can target it for therapeutics, cancer therapeutics and so forth. But who knows? It's too early to say. I would say definitely just put yourself out there and try different experiences. If you have the passion for, medicine, becoming a doctor, then go do an internship or something, follow doctors around and see if that's the life you want to pursue. But definitely taking every opportunity to see, the real world and what is there to offer.